Well, it is 7 o'clock now, so we will get started. My name is Sammy. If we haven't met yet, it's great to have you. Thank you for showing up for your practice tonight. So this is restorative yoga. It's awesome that we're all able to do this from our own homes, from our own spaces. And just remember that this is your practice. So whatever feels better for you, always take that option. If there's something that I'm guiding or teaching that isn't feeling great, choose something else that feels better for you. So this is all about you and your practice. So let your practice look just like that. Make sure that your mics are muted here for when we get going. If you have any questions or comments or recommendations, requests, anything throughout class, I always keep the chat box open, so feel free to pop it over into that, and I'll be checking it frequently throughout class. Otherwise, we will get started in Shavasana. So you can lie all the way down on your mat. Allow your arms and legs to extend long. And as you make your way to your mat, just start to take some deep breaths, wiggle the fingers, the toes, nod your head side to side, and just settle in here. Feel how it feels maybe to rest for the first time today. Feel where you're at. Notice the noises, the smells, maybe the feeling of being in whatever space you're in right now. Notice how your body feels as it rests on the ground. Maybe you're completely on your mat. Maybe you're taking up some extra space tonight, and that's awesome. Maybe you are feeling your hands on either the floor or the carpet beneath you. Maybe you're feeling the air conditioning on your skin. Maybe you're feeling a little warm. Just notice everything externally right now. The sounds, the smells. Bring it all in. So you settle in and you start to become familiar with those noises, smells, feelings of your space, your environment. As you find yourself present here, start to bring your awareness inward. So letting go of everything outside. Letting go of the events of your day, maybe the events that are still yet to come. Letting yourself be here right now in your Shavasana posture, really settling deep onto your mat. And starting to explore your breath, noticing the way that your air is brought in and out. Maybe it's flowing smoothly and powerfully tonight. Maybe it needs a little bit more encouragement. As always, there's no right or wrong answers here. It's all about just meeting your body where you're at right now. Let your shoulders feel heavy. Let your toes turn out. But let your belly feel soft, spacious. As you move the breath in your body, feel your belly rise and fall, just like you're inflating and deflating a balloon. As you breathe in your balloon, your belly expands. As you breathe out, your belly comes back towards the spine. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Another big breath in through the nose out through the nose. Coming back to the natural flow of breath and maybe starting to think of an intention for your practice. Tonight I'll offer up just tuning inward, bringing your awareness to everything that's happening inside of you and allowing your body to guide your practice. Really connecting to you this evening. If this intention sits well with you, please feel free to take it on as your own. Otherwise, find something that is really calling to your heart tonight, something that you can dedicate your practice to the next 60 minutes of your day, to that one intention. We'll set our intentions with a cleansing and unifying breath here. On your exhale, release the air from the lungs. Press the belly to the spine. Take a big breath in through the nose, fill up. Pausing at the top. And open mouth exhale, send it out. Another one just like that. This one's just for you. In through the nose. Pausing at the top. Open mouth exhale, send it out. Now coming back to the natural flow of your breath again. Softening the muscles of the face. And slowly start to nod your head side to side. Taking small movements at first. And gradually starting to warm up the neck. Your gaze, or maybe even your cheek down towards the opposite side. And slowly starting to wiggle the fingers. You can allow your head to come to neutral. Rolling out the wrists. And wiggling the toes. Rolling out the ankles. On your next inhale, float the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch as you step your feet together. Reaching towards the back of your space with your fingertips and pressing away with your toes. On your exhale, guide both knees into the chest and gently rock side to side across the spine. Feel that low back melting down into the floor. And just gently here, rocking side to side. Beginning to warm up the energy at the base of the spine. When it feels good for you, you can release the knees and bring your feet down to the mat at about hips width distance. Just letting your feet feel grounded here for a moment to start. Bringing the hands to the belly. Let the knees just knock in towards one another, kind of tenting and supporting one another here. Eyes are closed. Just feel the breath. Be right here, right now. Let everything else melt away. Now bringing your legs back to our neutral position, spreading them slightly. We're going to start to guide the right knee in towards the chest. And then just casually bring that right leg to cross your left. So almost like you're doing a supine half pigeon here. And start to roll out the ankle. And moving in both directions. And coming to neutral, point and flex the toe. And when you're done, release and bring that right leg back down to the mat. We'll do the same thing to the other side, casually lifting that left leg and gently crossing it over your right. Starting to roll out the ankle, moving in both directions. And then pointing and flexing the foot. And then gently uncrossing the legs, again, stepping the feet to about hips width distance, maybe a little bit wider. From here, bringing the arms out to a T, palms face down towards the earth. And slowly start to rock side to side across the knees, just like your windshield wipering your legs. Starting with some smaller movements to begin. And gradually increasing the size. And eventually allowing the knees to rest on the right side of your body. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder, really gentle twist in the spine. And just breathing in here. Inhale, slowly bring your gaze and your knees back up through neutral. Gently windshield wiper a few times to release the low back. And allowing the legs to come to rest on the left side of the body. Bring the stretch over your right side. Noticing any differences here, but releasing any judgments or expectations, just noticing, letting everything else go. And slowly make your way back to neutral, bringing the knees and the head back up. From here, we're going to work both knees in towards the chest, again, wrapping the arms around the shins. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And then finding stillness, we're going to bring our hands behind the knees and start to rock and roll the length of the spine. Taking a few passes here. And eventually making your way to a seated position, facing your screen. Finding your way to this position, whichever way is most comfortable for you. For me, that's a seated cross-legged position. If you'd like, you can also support this posture, sliding either your blanket, your towel, whatever you're using as a prop tonight underneath your seat. This will just elevate the hips a little bit, giving you a little bit more space here. And you can bring your hands to rest on the knees or in the lap, whichever is most comfortable for you. And allow the eyes to close. And right away, just start slowly, gently shifting, maybe side to side, forward and back. And just try to work your sit bones down into the ground. Find that really great connection here. You'll start to feel really grounded, really present in this moment. Once you find those sit bones, see if you can shift your pelvis, that your pelvis really almost tucks under, scooping out the belly. Feeling that alignment start to click. And then your rib cage is stacking right over the pelvis. Shoulders are stacking over the hips. And earlobes are gently stacking over the shoulders. Feel the crown of the head or right where you've got your ponytail, reaching up towards the sky. Be here now, be in the present moment. Just notice what's going on in the body. Notice whatever it is that you brought with you to class tonight. Whether that feels good or maybe it doesn't feel quite as good. It's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. Bringing your hands into heart center. Press the palms together. Maybe even press your thumbs into your sternum. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Hi, hello. From our seated position here, we'll begin to start to warm up the rest of the body. We'll start by inhaling the arms overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, heart center. One more inhale, sweep and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now from this position, we're just gonna roll through seated and find tabletop. Shift my positioning so you can see better. So for our tabletop position, hands are stacked under the shoulders, knees are stacked under the hips. I'm pressing the tops of my feet down into the floor tonight. If you'd like, you can also curl your toes under. And we'll start to flow through our cat and cow. So from here, we're inhaling, dropping our belly, lifting our gaze. Really opening up the heart. You can think about drawing the shoulders back, maybe a slight bend in those elbows to help open up the front line of the body. And exhale, round the spine, press away from the earth, bring your gaze up towards your belly button. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round the spine, press away. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Follow your own breath pace now. Let your breath guide your movements. If it feels good, add some extras. Maybe swaying the hips side to side. Maybe you're shifting your weight forward and back. Tune in. Listen to whatever your body is asking for right now. From this position, we'll take just one more round. Inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. And then coming to find your neutral position here. We're going to take our thread the needle posture. So inhaling, right fingertips to the sky, rolling out the wrist. And then taking 2 shoulder circles towards the front, 2 shoulder circles towards the back. Inhale, sweep right fingertips high. Exhale, thread your needle, right arm under left, right cheek comes down to the mat. Now from here, you can keep your left hand planted right by your face, really working that chest open, enjoying a nice twist. Or if you'd like, you can stretch out your shoulder a little bit more, reaching that left fingertip up towards the left corner of the mat. And wherever you are, taking deep breaths. We'll stay here for a few. Just let yourself settle in. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Bring the left hand back down by your face. Press that palm down into the ground. Inhale, sweep right fingertips high. Exhale, back to neutral. From here, inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Roll out your wrist. Move in both directions. And then 2 big arm circles front. and 2 big circles back. Inhale, lifting left fingertips high. Exhale, threading the needle. Left arm under right, left cheek down to the mat. Same options here for your arm variations. You can keep that left or right hand planted by your face, working the chest open. You can stretch out the shoulder blade, reaching right fingertips up towards the right corner of the mat. Breathing deeply. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Walking right hand back to the face. Inhale, sweep left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, come back to your tabletop. Now from our tabletop posture, we're gonna start with our child's pose, bringing our big toes to touch. Take the knees out wide. Take them as wide as you'd like tonight. The wider, the more space you'll have in your hips. Then start to sink the hips down towards the heels. Now from here, you can grab a prop if you would like to support this posture, placing that underneath your chest, maybe just underneath your forehead, or if you're looking to deepen the stretch between your shoulders, you can place it the long ways at the top of the mat. Whatever you're choosing tonight, feel free to take your own pace at this, and then making your way down to the floor, bringing the forehead down to the mat or to your prop, and then stretching the arms long. And breathing wherever you are into the position. If you need to come a little bit closer, bringing the knees closer together. That'll support your low back just a little bit more. Find something that's a sustainable posture for you tonight, something you can stay in a little bit longer than maybe you're used to. And then start to slowly soften those shoulders out of the ears, soften the belly, relax the muscles in the face, and settle in right here. Notice wherever you're feeling the stretch in this posture, and think about sending your breath to that space. Our breath is our most powerful tool in our practice. It can help us tune into our bodies and also help us create more space within the mind and the body. Notice wherever your mind is right now. If it's not in your body, on your mat, bring it back. Resisting the urge to wiggle and fidget. Instead, just soaking this in. It's time to be perfectly still, perfectly at ease, just breathing. If it feels good for you, you can rock your forehead side to side. Welcoming any sensation that comes up for you here. And slowly starting to deepen the breath. Begin to wiggle the fingers. And start to walk the hands underneath the shoulders. And gently press yourself up and out of this posture. Finding your way back to tabletop. From our tabletop pose, find some movement, release that posture from the body. Letting go whatever you need to from that pose. And we're going to take a variation of this posture, another really great shoulder stretch. We're going to walk the hands a little bit further away from the body. And slowly starting to come down, press the chest back as you bring your forehead down to the mat. This is our puppy posture. This is a pretty intense stretch in the shoulders. So only go as deep or as intense as it feels comfortable for you. You can always start to bend your elbows a little bit more to take that pressure out of the shoulders. And then just breathe. We spend so much time hunched over, huddling over our phones, our computers, our workbooks, whatever it is we're working on. Such a good posture here to unwind that work, that shoulder damage. And slowly start to shift the weight into the elbows. And come back up, walking the hands back to tabletop position. Now from here, we're going to drop the legs or the hips down to either side, bringing the legs out in front. Turn towards the camera so you can feel a little bit better here. So just making your way back to seated. And from this position, we're going to take our legs a little bit wider than hips width distance. You can see my feet are still planted right here on the ground. Whatever feels comfortable for you here in this pose. So this is called tree trunk. We're going to take it unsupported today, but it's a really good forward folding position. So we do a lot of opening here, but now we're also going to work on really hinging down at the hips, trying to stretch out that low back area. So from here, our legs are a little bit wider than hips width. We're just slowly going to start to slide our hands down our legs and let them feel supported. And as you go, you can relax your head and your neck and let everything just hang heavy. Try to feel a little bit of a stretch in between the shoulder blades. So work to keep the shoulder blades out of the ears. So just let everything soften and hang and let gravity do most of the work here. so you're not very active in this pose. And just continuing to breathe. Soften the muscles of the face. Let the head hang heavy. And slowly starting to lift the head, taking your time, bringing your body back. Now from here, we'll extend our legs long on the mat. Another option here for a supported forward fold. You can bring that blanket right underneath your knees. Or you can just bend your knees to any capacity tonight. Whatever feels best for you. You can move some of that extra muscle out from underneath your sit bones. And then just start by thinking about pressing your chest forward, opening up the heart, roll the shoulders back. And on your exhale, hinge at the hips, working to get that belly to thigh connection. Maybe you extend your arms long, but as you see, I'm not pulling myself down. I'm just letting my breath and my body take me into the stretch. You can reach your feet. Maybe you're massaging out the soles or the arches. Maybe you're just resting. And wherever you find your edge of sensation, let the head and the neck relax. And as your breath softens your body, maybe it takes you a little deeper into this position. And slowly start to come up, one vertebra at a time, letting the head be the last to return to neutral. As you bring your head up to neutral, gently blink the eyes open. You can remove the prop from beneath you. And we'll start here by just bending our left leg in towards our right. Again, finding your seat, finding those sit bones, great connection with the ground. For this posture, work to flex the right foot, drawing the toes back towards the body. We're going to start with our hands here at heart center. Taking a deep breath in, sweep the arms overhead. And on the exhale, bring your right fingertips down towards the toes. On your left, open up your chest. So you're twisting open and then reaching that left arm overhead like you were reaching, trying to touch your right arm. Think about opening up though more than you're trying to reach that arm over. You're gonna get a nice stretch around this left side of your body, reaching all the way down towards the tailbone. So that's a really good place to stretch out if you sit a lot for work. Just breathing again into wherever you feel that stretch, thinking about keeping your chest lifted and open. Another deep breath in. Staying for your full exhale. Exhale the left fingertips down towards the ground. And then slowly walk your chest back up. Taking the stretch to the other side now. We'll extend our left leg long, bending the right toes in towards the left. Again, finding your seat. Hands start at heart center. Sweeping the arms overhead on the inhale. On the exhale, left fingertips reach towards the left toes. Right fingertips reach over towards the left. Breathing deeply and noticing maybe where one side is tighter or looser than the other. For me, this right side is a whole lot tighter than the left side. And a couple ways I can tell that are not only in the stretch that I'm actually feeling, but you can also feel your breath start to constrict or tight. And that's where your body's telling you that, oh, this is a tighter stretch. Maybe back off. Give it some time before you really get into that stretch. So really listen and tune in here. Your breath, again, is one of those biggest tools for your practice. Taking another deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Release the right arm down. Slowly work the chest up. Now from here, we'll bring both feet together for a Supta or Baddha Konasana actually to start, allowing the knees to open up wide. You can see my feet are about neutral distance in towards the body. So the closer the feet are in towards the body, the tighter that stretch is going to be on the inner thighs. If you're looking for more of a stretch in the hips tonight, try sliding your feet a little bit further out and just see what that does for you. Now from here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale, puff up the chest, open up the heart, and on the exhale, hinging out the hips, melting forward. Once you find your edge of sensation, relax the head and the neck. And slowly inhale, come up. Now from this position, we're going to bring our hands to our knees and close our legs like a book. And we're going to make our way down to our backs. You can keep your feet planted at about hips width distance here. And keep your prop handy. As you lower down, bringing the knees into the chest, rock side to side, really let the low back melt back into the earth. Letting everything neutralize. And then when you're ready, planting the feet at about hips width distance, we're gonna press the feet down into the ground, lifting the hips slightly here for our bridge pose. Now from this position, we're gonna bring our prop right underneath our seat. You can keep it at that low setting, maybe fold up the towel a few times, and then slowly let the hips release down onto the pillow or your prop. From here, you can just keep your arms as they are down by your side. You can rest them on your belly and really feel the breath flowing in and out. Just riding your breath here, feeling it come in and out. Now from this position, keeping the hips on the prop, you're going to start to gently guide the knees into the chest. And keep your hands on your belly. And then from here, I'll start to press the feet up towards the sky. And let this be a pretty lazy legs up the wall here. You don't need to force or straighten the legs. If it feels good for you, by all means do it. But keep it relaxed and loose. I like to roll out the ankles, spread, wiggle the toes, point, flex the feet. And I also like to bring my hands to my thighs to support my legs a little bit here. Letting the legs and the toes feel really weightless almost. Maybe gently rocking side to side, giving a little movement in, forward, back. And just find something that works for you here. We're mostly just trying to get that really nice calming sensation in the mind that this posture provides. Taking one more full breath cycle. And slowly bending the knees back into the chest. From here, we'll step them back to hips width distance. Press down into the ground, lift the hips, slide up your prop, and lower back down. If it feels good for you when you're grounded, you can rock the knees side to side. And when you're ready, finding stillness with the legs, bring the arms out to a T and guide the knees in towards the chest. Now from here, rocking side to side across the spine, slowly guide the legs over towards the right side. If it feels good, you can support with your prop underneath your legs or maybe in between the legs. Breathing deeply wherever you are, whatever position you choose. And again, your gaze goes over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to neutral. And exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, gently draw everything back in through neutral. Keeping your legs in towards your chest. Bring your arms through the legs, grabbing the bottoms or the ankles, and gently taking happy baby, rocking side to side across the spine. Allowing this posture to feel playful. You elongate the spine. Slowly making your way back to stillness. Find stillness, releasing the feet, bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your legs, lifting your head, your shoulders and your neck off the mat, squeezing everything in tight. Take a nice deep inhale here. Staying for the full exhale, squeeze everything even tighter. Take one more deep inhale, the deepest you've taken all day. And exhale, release into Shavasana. Allow yourself to take up as much space as you would like here on your mat. Toes turn out to the outer corners of the mat. Work the shoulder blades a little closer towards one another. Allow the eyes to close and the muscles to soften. Be right here now with your breath and your body, all in the same space. Reading from Melody Beattie's A Journey to the Heart. Let the universe lead the way. Feel and see how the life force, the heartbeat of the universe, leads you on, guides you, takes you on your way. Yes, there are times when we need to march forward, muster up our willpower, and grind through the motions. But those times are transitory. And that's not the magical way we're living now. Even when we stop, doubt, wonder, get tired and confused, the universe is there to revitalize us, move us along our path, and lead the way. If you're tired, rest. If you're sad, cry. If you're thirsty, take a long, cold drink of water. If you feel hopeless, feel that. But know it's just for the moment. If you feel confused, feel that. Feel it until clarity, desire, hope, and meaning break through. You don't have to trudge through on willpower, not any longer. You do not have to push your way through. Rest until you feel healed, and then gently go forward. Let the universe assist you. Open your eyes, the eyes of your soul, and see where to go. Feel where to go. Sense what to do next. See how the magical power of the universe carries you along, even when you get tired, even when you get confused. You are connected to yourself, to the universal life force. Quiet the chatter of your mind, renew your body, replenish your soul. Take in all the healing energy of the world around you, and let the universe lead the way. Quiet the chatter of your mind, renew your body, replenish your soul. Take in all the healing energy of the world around you, then let the universe lead the way. Yogis, as always, you are more than welcome to stay right here in Shavasana for as long as you would like, as long as your night allows. You are ready to move on and out with your Shavasana posture. Please start softly, just moving the breath, taking some deeper inhales and exhales. As you move the breath, begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Open and close the jaw. Nod your head side to side on the mat. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And inhale, float your arms overhead. Take one more full body stretch. Press through the bottoms of the feet as you reach your arms away. From here, on your exhale, roll to one side. Place your head on your arm. Draw the knees in towards the chest for fetal asana. Now here in fetal asana, reflect on your practice. Extend gratitude to your body, this new beautiful community that has joined us all tonight. Extend gratitude to your practice and to whatever it is that allowed you to carve out time to be here tonight. As you're ready, press your chest up, find a seated position facing your monitor. Bringing the hands into heart center. As we meet in heart center, begin to rub the palms together. Once your palms are nice and warm, cup them over the eyes. Gently blink the eyes open as you feel the heat transfer from your hands into your face. From here, bring your hands back down to heart center. Yogis, I thank you all for joining me for class tonight and sharing your beautiful practice with all of us here tonight. Even if it is virtual, you showed up for you and this community, and we are all grateful. With our hands at heart center, we bring love into our words. And with our hands at our lips, we speak truth into our words. With our hands at our third eye center, we bring light into our community. As we bow forward, we seal the practice. Namaste.